you want me to play this song, Anthony?
You put life into any party, sweetheart.
But this is no party, is it?
Well, now, since you're such a good pianist, and since these people elected your father to manage the new committee, we have many things to celebrate tonight.
Dr. Cameron, you're having a good time, I trust?
Most assuredly. This is a nice family, and they're fine hosts. They allow one to forget his tribulations and relax.
Well, in any case, I'm afraid that as a reporter, I'm here on business, sir, because my obligations to the paper come first.
Ask all the questions you like.
I'm interested in hearing your opinion, sir, about the conference that was held earlier today by Professor Dolan. Are you in agreement with his re-election as committee president to forward your fight against superstition?
I think he's a perfect leader. And the conference he held fascinated us. The things he said about new theory regarding sound waves and the range heard by humans were stupendous.
What about it, Professor Dolan? They say that when an elephant holds his trunk upwards, it brings good luck.
No, this was a present, and they delivered it like that. But your statement is very apropos. As you know, you all listened earlier to the fiery way I talked at the conference against senseless superstition. And then here at my home, you find a good luck charm.
Fiery way? Why, you rave, Professor.
Oh, your daughter's a fine pianist. Don't you agree, Professor?
Thank you.
And he's a fine boy, also.
Thank you, Inspector. And if Anna has decided that he's meant for her, well, I hope her dream will come true. All parents are hurt when their children find someone to love, but that's just a normal thing.
But they're not going to leave you alone in any case, Professor. You stand to gain since you're taking your secretary into the family. And I've been told he's an excellent young man.
Yes, he is. And what's more, he's my most faithful and efficient collaborator. I trust you've been enjoying yourself, Mr. Hasler?
Absolutely, my dear Professor. I've heard comments about the conference that you gave earlier today. I understand that you wiped out all doubts concerning supernatural phenomena.
I don't deny it.
Now, these aren't my views, nor my paper's either. But there are many popular rumors concerning the existence of vampires and monsters.
Senseless ideas and theories always abound in any community. Now, our group consists of educated men who have formed a new council. A council which is planning to enlighten society. This is the area that creates superstitions. Black magic, alchemy and cults, and the souls that return from cemeteries are only figments of immature imagination. So, vampires and monsters do not exist.
Long and lonely years have passed, but at last this is the moment. No one's to come in here. I need to concentrate. Be on guard.
You know I'm faithful to you always, Master.
And should you fail me, Leo, you'll pay dearly for it. Be on guard. We have won, my dear father. Through these 4 centuries, you rested in darkness. There is light now. With that light, I am here also. The darkness ruled us for 4 centuries. I call upon you now, my dear father. You who control life as well as death. Hear me, your only heir. It is I, the son of your son. I interrupt the peace of your night into which no light penetrates. Speak. Your son is consumed by his desire for revenge. Speak, my father.
Listen well, you who are the last descendant of the shadow, son of my son. At the end of 4 centuries, I have returned to pass on to you my supreme power. You will revindicate my memory. You will sow the seeds of horror, and you will establish my cult. The night hours will be your kingdom. You will rest upon my ashes, from whence you will receive the chaotic parchment of our family, a parchment which is the key to your existence. If mortals seek light and scientific discovery, you will exterminate them. May they know the horror of the Curse of Nostradamus.
I swear that all mortals will perish under my power.
Very good, excellent. Oh, my word, it's later than I'd imagined. I think we'd better go now.
Anything you say, my dear.
I'm considered a fanatic as far as classical music is concerned. I'll say this much, Professor. We've spent a delightful evening in your company.
He's right. The hours just flew as if they were moments.
Thank you. You're so kind.
Now, don't forget, Professor, tomorrow the council meets, and there's some very important things to discuss.
Don't worry.
Well, good night, Professor.
Tomorrow at 10.
Good night, Anthony. Anna.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
We'll
Good
see
night.
you soon, Mr. Donald. Professor, just a moment. There are several letters here to read before I go. They're from your followers.
Oh, I almost forgot about that. I intend to answer each one of them personally. Their interest is encouraging, and I appreciate it. Anna, dear, time you went to bed now.
Suppose you're right, Papa. Good night. Night, Tony.
Good night, Anna.
You can run along if you want to. I can write them later.
By no means, Professor. I'm glad to stay.
Our followers are growing in numbers, or at least that's what I think.
Yes, Professor.
Things are beginning to look up faster than I had imagined. We've certainly had a very difficult day, but a successful one.
Take care, Professor. Great successes frequently cause great failures.
Who are you? And who invited you here? What kind of a joke is this?
The way I got in doesn't matter, although they say you're how. And in my world, we don't play practical jokes. And besides, the most important thing, Professor Dolan, is the motive for my presence here. All your guests are gone. I alone remain to speak to you.
I know all of the people who were invited here. They're either my friends or my loyal collaborators. So just who are you, Mr.
Erickson, for want of a better name.
Well, Mr. Erickson?
My idea was to speak to you alone.
But that's foolish. There's nothing at all to fear, sir. This young man is faithful, and I confide in him. So, continue.
Professor Dolan, I admire your scientific research. Undoubtedly, you have a vastly superior mind, but I'm afraid that you have lost track of eternity. All the victories of man are foolish and unimportant happenings that time erases eventually. To gain a real victory, we must accept the truth. The only truth. Nothing else matters.
Now listen, Erickson. You are an unwanted intruder. You're grossly impertinent and a conceited fool also. I order you to get out of my home, sir.
No, Professor. I came to speak to you, and I still have many things to say.
Get out of this house, or I'll throw you out this very minute.
No, wait, Tony. I'm listening.
Do you know how I got into your home, sir?
No, I don't.
Exactly, my dear Professor. You don't know. The way you don't know about me or my personality, and the fact that there are other worlds. I'm sure you know nothing of my memory, my intelligence, my faculties, my resources, my powers. These powers could demolish the whole world.
Say your whole piece and be gone, sir.
I'd like to offer you a victory tonight. A tremendous triumph. I might devastate this and other cities easily. Create panic and misery and hunger. I could bring down a plague upon society. But you're the one who's going to avoid this, Professor. It is your lot to be the savior of all mankind. The world admires your work as an expert in scientific research. And thus you must recognize a famous man whose name has endured through time and establish his cult again.
Aren't we to be told who this great man is?
Nostradamus.
Ah, Mr. Erickson. It's been at least 4 centuries since Nostradamus was alive, sir. You are nothing more than a poor, misled crank. Your hallucinations deceive you. Are you trying to convince me that nowadays there are still men in this whole world who would listen to your senseless rantings, men who'd believe such stupid stories? Alchemy and magic rites and all those other infantile ideas were laid to rest together with Nostradamus.
You're forgetting his descendants.
You said descendant? And who might that be?
I am. Right now, you're looking at Nostradamus' son.
Stop this nonsense. I'm no child. I let you speak, and now I'm angry. You're trying to make us look like fools, and that I can't stand. And now, please leave my house.
You don't believe me, right, Professor? You're quite sure that all the things I told you are nothing but lies. All right, Professor. I'll use deeds to demonstrate that you are wrong. One after another, and I mean to torture them all before they die. I'll begin killing the ones I choose for this purpose. And the admirer who wrote this letter is the first man. Don't forget it, Professor. One after another until I've murdered 13. The unlucky number, 13, which will be your number.
Professor Dolan, congratulations. I'm really sincere about it, and I'm confident that you will carry on this great progressive work. Charles Brandon.
My master will get here as soon as it's dark, Grace.
That's all right. Everything is ready.
You know, I keep thinking about that man. He's just a lunatic, the way I see it. I don't think I've met anyone so completely strange. And you and I let him escape, which was quite wrong. The man should have been sent to jail for threatening us.
But I wasn't surprised at his coming here. How he managed to get in is a mystery.
Oh, forget it. Think about it as a bad dream, Anthony. Have we got many replies still?
13.
Are you still at it? What a boring pair you are. Can't you two forget all these superstitions?
Ah, my dear, I guess I'm the one to blame for this kind of conversation. Because Tony doesn't do anything else but talk about you. His mind isn't on anything else.
I really don't know what possessed you. The idea of renting a room to a man. The worst part is that you don't even know who he is or where he came from. He sent some hunchback here to have a room set aside. What's more, he pays you in advance.
I think you're jealous.
Certainly not. But there is something you're forgetting.
Look, Charles, I rented that room for a reason. It will add to our income, dear. And besides, I told you that I needed more money. I can't run this house on air, you know. Charles, who knows? Maybe you wanted to rent the room to someone else. To some pretty young thing that likes to flirt with old men.
But, my dear, you're only talking foolishness. We're creating an uncomfortable situation. Look, I'm tired. It's late and he hasn't come yet. You know quite well my business is very demanding.
Look, Charles, why don't you retire and I'll wait here?
No. I propose to wait until that man gets here. I'm not going to go to bed. This is not your job, Helen. I intend to find out the kind of person you took in.
Just as you say. Sleep well, darling.
Good night, Helen.
seems that you forget I forbid you to sleep while on guard, Leo.
I'm sorry. But I promise. I promise, Master, I won't fall asleep again. Don't whip me.
This time I'll forget the incident. Good evening, Mr. Brandon.
Who are you, sir? Tell me how you got in.
I rented a room here. And since the front door was unlocked, I thought it would be best to open it and enter without disturbing you.
It doesn't surprise me at all. My adoring wife got to lock it. Lately, she's been acting like a simpleton. You told her that your name was Erickson. Isn't that right? Your room is the second door on the right. Good night, sir. I imagine you're tired.
Thank you very much. But I like to read myself to sleep. If you could lend me a book or something, I can't stand articles that dwell upon educational conferences, sir. I should guess that you'd have something on magical rites. A wise man studies those subjects quite thoroughly.
I'm afraid that's only your personal opinion. As for me, my dear sir, I have no use for such nonsense.
Those are disagreeable words, Mr. Brandon. But very soon now I think you'll find that you were wrong.
Just what makes you think I will?
Because such things are real, although men stubbornly deny it.
At any rate, Mr. Erickson, I'm sure you didn't come here to give me a lecture on black magic, did you?
No. You see, there's more to it. I intend to demonstrate that such things exist.
Listen here, what are you trying to do?
Did you ever read about Nostradamus?
Yes. I think I recall the stories about that faker and his work.
Watch your tongue, Brandon. The master sneered at such men as you. The idiots. The miserable mortals whose only destiny is death.
You're forgetting that you're in my house, sir.
No, I'm afraid that you are wrong, Mr. Brandon. Neither this house nor anything else belongs to you now. You see, you no longer exist as other mortals do.
Well, do you think I'm going to tolerate this ranting? Get out of here!
You are unable to give me orders now. You are completely in my power. Look at me. That's it. Gaze into my eyes. You must obey all my orders. You are to stand quietly, as you are. You will remain motionless. So motionless that everyone will think that you are dead.
Everyone in the room thinks I'm dead. I'm going to be buried alive. Helen, dear, help me. Can't you see that I'm not dead? I'm going to be buried alive.
I don't understand. No one's managed to close his eyes.
They're going to bury me. They're going to close this coffin and they're going to bury me. No, don't let them do it. Someone help me. Help. Help.
Professor, have you had a chance to see the paper today?
I haven't had time, Tony. Why?
Listen to this. It says that Charles Brandon, the accountant, was stricken late yesterday and passed away. His sister presently is comforting his poor wife, Helen. They beg us all to pray for his soul. May he know God's kindness and find peace. The burial will take place exactly at noon today at Forest Lake Cemetery.
Charles Brandon. Isn't that the man who was sentenced to a cruel death by that lunatic who spoke with me?
Exactly, Professor. Undoubtedly, he tricked the newspapers. It's the same prankster who said he's the descendant of Nostradamus.
No, Anthony, no. That kind of maniac stops at nothing.
Today's mail just got here, Papa. But look, the markings are so strange.
be interested to know that Charles Brandon is 6 feet underground. But although this is true, he is not necessarily dead, Professor.
It's too bad, but I can't do it, Professor Dolan. It's impossible. First, we'd have to talk to his widow, and I'm sure she'd refuse us.
That's precisely what I want to avoid. She's gone through such suffering. And we mustn't torture the poor woman anymore.
But, Professor...
Just a second, Inspector. There is strong evidence that makes me suspect that Charles Brandon was alive and breathing when his coffin was lowered into the grave. That's why I insist that he be exhumed.
Well, I still say we're wasting our time and we could be in bed now. This so-called theory of yours is absurd, Professor.
Pretty soon now, we'll know the truth about the situation.
There it is. Open it now, but hurry.
What's that?
Good evening, Professor.
It's you. Once again in my house.
Yes. I came here because there's no longer any doubt about the fact that you're convinced of my power.
And for that you decided to resort to such cruel measures, sacrificing that poor man Brandon?
I'm afraid you were the one who provoked me, Professor. And besides, what does it matter if I sacrifice a mere mortal? The only thing that matters now is that you admit that my power is limitless. Tomorrow you will initiate a campaign to revindicate the name of my illustrious ancestor.
It's quite clear that you're a beastly and monstrous creature. But I don't fear you.
Then another man is about to be killed, Professor.
No. You're not going to continue.
Then fire. Fire at me.
I'm not capable of murdering anyone the way you are.
You haven't got the courage to pull the trigger and you're going to fight me alone. Fire, don't be a coward. You'll find that my powers are invulnerable to petty little human aspirations. So fire.
Darling, did they hurt you?
No, Anna, it's nothing at all, dear. Nothing at all has happened. Don't be upset.
I heard you firing. Was it an intruder?
Yes. Exactly. This whole affair is horrifying beyond words, Anthony. This monster who claims he's the son of Nostradamus shouldn't be allowed to continue in this fashion.
Professor, don't you think it's high time that the local authorities were told the whole sordid story?
No. No, Tony, we'd spread such panic in the city that all law and order would disintegrate.
Yes. But for as long as that ruthless killer is loose, he can go on murdering at will, sir. In your opinion, Professor, would you say that that creature is a vampire?
I'm completely convinced that he is. He's the worst among his species. He's totally ruthless and insatiable.
Then let's find a way to stop the man, sir.
Our ancestors fought them, too. They found a perfect method, I understand. We'll make use of their experience and employ their methods for now. That is, until the day we find a new solution and can wipe them out completely.
Our problem now is to find out who the next man is before he's murdered.
I think the one that'll tell us that will be Nostradamus. Since he aims to prove his power, there's no doubt but that he'll tell us who's to be next.
Well, Professor, I'd better go. It's pretty late, you know. Don't fail to send for me if anything else happens.
I certainly will.
See you tomorrow, Professor.
Sleep well, Anthony.
Good night, Michael. Good night, sir.
You found it, then?
Yes, Professor. Dr. Landers said he would lend it to you when I told him that I'd been sent by you.
Fine, and thank you.
Don't mention it, sir.
The Antioch cross, according to experience, is a powerful and destructive weapon when it is used to fight vampires. Our studies have revealed many legends. Certain spirits return from the dark dominions, and they continue among us, walking around in the murky shadows since they are immortal. There are mysteries that they are responsible for, and many doors are opened. Because their power...
Most interesting volume, Professor.
You again. Just why are you here?
There's something that we must discuss.
I'll have nothing to do with the killer.
Killer, you say? Don't forget that you tried to eliminate me, so I call you a killer. Though you failed to do so. You should think before you offend me, Professor. Frankly, I'm surprised at your conduct.
On the other hand, I'm greatly frustrated. I was so anxious to destroy you.
My only desire is to revindicate the memory of my revered ancestors. You can do this. Since you preside over the committee, you can back the idea. And if you cooperate, I promise that I shall stop these threats and killings.
I'm not going to accede to such a stupid proposition.
What a pity. Your stubborn refusal has just sentenced many others to death. He, perhaps. Landers. They'll accuse Landers of committing a certain crime soon. And you're going to have to take the responsibility upon your shoulders.
It's quite clear that you think you're a Superman, Nostradamus. Your eyes show supreme conceit. You're convinced that no power upon earth can halt your evil prowess. You're sure of winning and getting your way, aren't you?
Why should I begin to doubt now? Nothing in this world can stop me.
Yes. An Antioch cross can. He's the next one. Fred! Fred!
What's the trouble, Professor?
Get Michael.
Don't you recall that you sent him out?
Well, I want you to go to Anthony's house and deliver this note to him. Don't take long. I have to go out. Hurry.
Thank you, Fred. Tell the professor not to worry about it. I'll make sure to. Good night.
It's no use hurrying, Anthony. You'll be wasting your time. surprised not to see my reflection in the mirror? That's quite natural, since vampires cast no reflection. Our world is apart from yours. Don't tell me you're going to try to shoot me. That would be useless, Anthony. You'd be wasting precious minutes quite stupidly. There is something important that I want to tell you.
There isn't any time for talk. There's an urgent matter I must attend to.
It's too late for you to do anything. You had better pay attention to what I say.
What are you getting at?
Why don't you convince the professor that it's quite senseless and stupid to continue his struggle against me? Obviously, you're preparing to warn Mr. Landers at his office. It's the professor's idea. It's not going to do you any good.
That remains to be seen.
Don't be childish, Anthony. You see, I know how to master time and distance. I will tell you when the deed is done. And you, too, even though you know my intentions, are completely powerless to block me.
I'll tell you one thing. You can't get away with this murder.
Yes, I can, Anthony. Yes, I can. He's going to commit a certain crime. Against his will, that is. Then they'll capture him and he'll pay the penalty, even though he'll be innocent.
But that's a hideous thing.
I have resources at my call, a tremendous power. I came here to foretell what is going to occur, and you can avoid it by talking to the professor.
I can assure you that you're wasting your time.
Very well, then. You both know the consequences. Landers is destined to be the second victim. When he is at last dead, I hope your employer, the professor, and you also will change your minds.
We'll do no such thing. There. Calm down, dear.
It's only you, Papa. I was startled. What's the trouble?
I'm sorry I had to awaken you, darling. I only came to tell you that you should hang this around your neck and wear it continuously.
This cross? Why should I, Papa?
Anna, I hate to say it, but there's no longer any doubt about my theory. A vampire is among us, and he keeps threatening us. He's a hideous being that returned from the darkness. He plans to create panic and terror. That's why I must make certain preparations.
And you really think that I'm in danger?
I'm afraid that's the case. This vampire, who says his name is Nostradamus, made it quite clear that I'm his enemy, dear. And any day now, the fiend could decide to carry out his wrath upon you. He wants to force me into obeying his orders.
Don't go on, Papa. I'm frightened.
Now, try not to get upset, darling. You know you can always depend on your old father to defend you. What's more, this cross here, the cross of Antioch, Anna, this is most effective against the vampire. So I don't think he will dare to get near you. Get a good rest, dear.
Good evening.
Forgive me, but I didn't hear you enter. I thought my door was locked. May I help you, sir?
I'd like you to take this on consignment. You can sell it without difficulty. seems valuable. Tell me, sir, when was it printed? You can see by the date that it's a very old edition. The year 1540, famous for the prophecies that Nostradamus made.
You weren't lying. I think this book is worth a fortune.
It is. Why do you think that I decided to rely on you? Your prestige and honesty are well known to all collectors, Mr. Landers.
Well, then I promise that tomorrow I'll speak to 2 or 3 clients. I can assure you that by tomorrow I'll have a fine proposition. There's one client I must see in particular. He's a fanatical collector of old editions like this. In that way, it is quite possible that one spirit may suddenly begin to draw close to another. Thus
And
possessing
taking
other
over the other spirit's body, it casts aside the authority of the latter. The former can then take over and do as it wishes with the body.
You need a receipt for this.
That's not necessary. Your soul is the only thing that interests me. I'll need your body and soul tonight for a few hours. Hours that mean nothing in the immensity of time and space. My spirit rules you. It will enter your frail body tonight. And you will carry out my orders. You will obey my commands to the last detail.
Good evening, ma'am. We have some very important business to discuss with Mr. Landers.
My employer?
Please, lady, we're in a great hurry. Tell Mr. Landers that Professor Dolan is here and that he wants to speak to him.
I'm sorry, sir. You can't. He had to go talk with a client.
You mean,
Are you quite sure?
There's no reason for me to lie to you, sir. My employer left earlier.
Well, but does Mr. Landers like to stay out late? Does he usually leave at this hour to visit clients?
No, he never does. Another thing, I'm getting tired of waiting. But listen, he gets here at 10 when I open the store. Why don't you return tomorrow morning early? Night, Professor. I'm real sorry I gotta leave.
I guess we're too late, Joe.
don't worry. There's still no reason to jump the gun, Professor. The only thing we can do now is wait and hope that things turn out all right. So this way.
Is there anything else, sir?
No, go on to bed. It's getting quite late. I'm going to work on this for a few hours yet.
Good evening, Mr. Anderson. Pardon the interruption, but nobody opened the door, so I took the liberty of coming in.
Hector, you can go now. And make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Always glad to see you, Mr. Landers. Come and sit down.
Now, what brings you here at this time of night? Did you find another book that you think I'd like?
You're right on the first guess. It's an old book, sir. A real gem.
I'm interested. Let me see it.
Sorry, sir, I didn't bring it. But the book once belonged to Nostradamus. It was issued in 1540, and the men of black magic and the alchemists of those olden times called it the Magic Year.
You're quite right. I have information about that book. They say it contains the famous prophecies of Nostradamus. But there's another thing. Are you quite sure that this edition is authentic?
I have no doubt about it.
In that case, bring the book tomorrow, my friend.
I'll need to have the cash before I can bring it.
How is that? I said I'll be needing the cash before I can bring it. Do you have any around?
Why, yes, I suppose so. But what's your rush? Let's wait until we close
Tell me
the
the
deal.
money. When I return in the morning, I want to know I'll be paid.
Are you crazy?
Do you have it or not?
Well, since you insist. I think there's around 1,500 here. But I don't imagine you'll want any more from me than that anyway, Landers.
On the contrary, you're going to pay much more.
Who fired?
Believe these fantastic stories? I certainly hope not.
Naturally we don't, Professor. That's why the editor sent me here, to get your views on the matter.
I'm ready to assure you that there is no basis for these tales that we've been hearing. I'll ratify everything the press has been saying along those lines. And besides, public opinion shouldn't be disoriented by rumors that only tend to create panic in uneducated circles.
Now, don't worry, Professor. Tomorrow they'll publish this article, and we'll dispel the rumors that have been spreading.
I was sure that you would cooperate with the advice of the council. Good day.
Good day, Professor.
I'm sorry. Say, you look like you're in a hurry.
Yes, I was just leaving.
What's the matter, Tony?
Professor, they just told me down at the police department that late last night someone killed Arthur McAnderson.
Arthur, the industrialist?
Yes, that's right, sir. He was assaulted. And they wounded his butler. Why, they're going to keep it out of the papers until they're sure that the butler will be able to testify in court. He was badly hurt.
Well, it's a shame because he was really a great man. What's going on? You're very nervous, Tony.
But, Professor, you don't seem to understand.
What must I understand?
McAnderson was an extremely famous collector. He had hundreds of editions. And last night he was killed.
I still don't follow you, son.
Professor, the other night you talked to Nostradamus. He said that his next victim would be arrested and accused of killing, and that they'd accuse him falsely. The next victim was to be George Landers, the antique dealer.
Wait. Landers? McAnderson? Do you think that he...
I don't know, Professor. The inspector was going to talk to the butler, but he still might be unconscious.
But then, you and I can't be useful here. Come on.
Right, Professor.
When you return, express my gratitude to the doctor for giving us permission to interrogate him.
Are you quite sure that those are the facts?
Quite sure, Inspector. Because his face was visible.
I can swear it was Mr. Landers. I don't know what kind of a motive he had for doing it.
Nor I. He acted very strangely, sir. In my opinion, he had some sort of a fit.
Didn't he maintain a friendly relationship with your employer?
Yes. That's why I can't see why he killed him.
The facts couldn't be clearer. He must be brought here and interrogated without further delay.
I'll go with you.
Let's hope we get there in time.
Good morning, Mr. Landers. What's the matter, sir? Do you feel bad? Oh, merciful Lord, sir. What happened to you?
Happened?
Why, a body would say that someone had beaten you up. And that stain there.
Blood.
I think I'd better bring a doctor.
No, there's no reason for that. I'll wash up a bit. Stay here. I'll be back.
But please, Inspector, permit me to explain.
You can say all you want, only do it at headquarters. Is Landers here?
He's up in his bedroom. Why?
Inspector, listen to us. Please, Inspector, there's something important you must know. Who are you?
Arrest that man.
And just what are the charges?
You killed Nick Anderson.
That's a ridiculous accusation. You must be joking, sir. You can't prove that I killed anyone because I'm innocent.
And those stains there. That's blood. All right, search him. Four cartridges are empty. Who did you fire at?
I swear I don't know a thing. I couldn't have killed him. I'm not capable.
Can you tell me what you did between 10 o'clock last night and 10 this morning, Landers?
The eyes. The eyes. Those eyes. Those eyes. Those eyes. Those eyes. Those eyes. Those
Bring him along.
Those eyes! Those eyes!
And this was the prophecy of Nostradamus. Come on, Anthony. Calm down. Don't let him break your morale.
It's too much, Professor. I don't know, but I think that we should do as that monster asks.
No. You and I will win out. All that's needed is confidence, and a little faith also, Tony. This thing is going to turn out all right.
Are you quite sure of that? I'm amazed at the way you continue your stubborn resistance, Professor.
Why did you come here? To delight at your newest success?
No. I simply want you to realize that my power cannot be destroyed. Do you mean to tell me that you're still not convinced? Don't you think that you should cease this resistance and use your head?
I intend to heed your counsel and destroy you, Nostradamus.
And what method are you going to use, Professor?
This one. Go back to the devil.
So you insist upon fighting me, Professor. In that case, I shan't disappoint you. I intend to go on destroying my victims. You will be the only one responsible.
All night long, I was thinking about a project that was started by a famous German chemist. Dilby's book while I looked for the laboratory keys.
Yes, Professor.
Who wrote this?
What is it, Professor?
What utter gall he has. That infamous creature is so conceited that he sends a note telling us the name of the man he's going to murder. Harold Melliver, a policeman, is the next one sentenced to die. Nostradamus.
He made a mistake in writing that note, Professor. In the first place, it's going to be very easy to locate this man. He'll be warned about the danger immediately. And besides, we can surely count on police aid.
No, Anthony. No, I'm not going to risk a public statement saying that there is such a vampire. Can't you see that he's hoping that I'll be forced to do so? Let me impress upon you that we must do this alone, until he's destroyed.
Well, Professor, we'd better get started.
Yes, Tony. The most important thing is to locate this Harold Miller.
I'll begin searching this moment, Professor.
Wait. I'll go with you.
Guess not, Professor. I'd like to help you. But the files show that this Melliher is not on the police force.
It doesn't seem possible.
Do you think you could be confused about this? Did you get the name right?
No, Inspector. Our information is beyond any question. Harold Miller.
Pardon my curiosity. Just why are you so convinced you'll find the man here?
His grandfather is getting quite worried. He hasn't returned to his house in 2 years. Since he worked for the local force in his town, we thought he would most logically continue in the same profession.
Uh-huh. I understand. Well, you're disappointed, I know, but he isn't registered on the force.
Well, we'd like to thank you for your help anyway, Inspector. We're sorry to have bothered you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Professor.
Right, sir. To be perfectly frank, Professor, I don't understand why you're so calm about it. Melliher could be in danger.
Oh, I don't.
Are you telling me that the vampire is mistaken?
You mustn't underestimate the man, Tony.
Well, I still don't understand.
It's very easy to see. Harold Melliher doesn't exist.
Oh, but, sir,
I started thinking about the situation, and I began to comprehend just what he plans to do and why. Undoubtedly, he's begun to change his tactics. And now he's going to try to confuse us by sending us off on a wild goose chase after an imaginary victim.
your explanation is very logical, Professor, but there's something...
It's awfully late. We better go.
We better go. Go where, Anna?
I think you're losing your mind, young man. Last Monday, you bought tickets and invited me to the theater, Tony.
Right, I almost forgot about it. I'm sorry, really.
Don't worry about it. I'll finish my work alone tonight.
Daddy, is something wrong?
No, darling. Nothing's wrong at all. You didn't tell me you were planning to go to the theater with Tony tonight, and so I thought we might continue our work on other projects, but I know he needs to relax. You'll be late, so hurry and have fun.
Thank you, Professor. We'll be home early. Good night, Professor.
Don't do it, Professor. We must talk about many things before I leave here.
I can see that you're beginning to doubt the plan you made.
On the contrary, sir, this is the best one that I've made. You see, you're completely powerless to avoid Melliher's death, unless my request is granted.
No, you can't possibly kill that man because he doesn't exist.
Well, your disposition is starting to improve, sir.
Could be. But I can tell you that this time your intentions are no mystery. You meant to lay a trap for us, and it's clear that you failed.
You certainly are a gullible man, aren't you, Professor? I understand you think Melliher's not a real person.
That's exactly what I think.
I'll only say you shouldn't be too sure, Professor. Perhaps you'll be less arrogant when you learn the truth.
Come in.
Professor, Henry Lawson is here, and he'd like to speak to you.
Show him in. Show him in.
Professor, it's so good to see you.
Henry, what a surprise. You certainly are a sight for sore eyes. Come in, come in. Why have you been gone for so long?
Well, you know me, Professor. I'm always on the road.
And your wife, how is she?
Fine. Fine, thank you.
Do sit down.
Tell me, how much progress have you achieved in your research, Professor?
Well, not as much as I'd like. I lack material. The work is difficult and exhausting, as you know.
Well, I hope that I haven't interrupted you.
No, of course not, my dear Henry. One seldom gets a chance to visit his old friends. And I want you to know that you're welcome here. No matter what time of day it is, I'll always receive you.
Well, thank you.
Now tell me, what can I do for you, Henry?
Well, this is my nephew. He just came here to the capital. He has a problem, Richard. He wants a part-time job to help pay for his studies.
I see. Has he decided on anything in particular?
Not yet, Professor. He only cares about getting a job soon. An honest one. I imagine that goes without saying.
I understand. A good beginning, too. I hate to say it, but right at the moment, there are very few jobs that I know about. And they're the type that require experience, too. But I'll begin to make inquiries, so if you'll leave me your name, please.
Harold Melliher.
Harold Melliher?
Yeah, Melliher.
And you're not a police officer?
Why, of course he isn't, Professor. I repeat, my nephew's only in the city to look for work.
And he never has been?
No, I assure you. He concentrated on his studies and he's assisted his father on a small dairy ranch. Why so much interest, Professor?
Huh? Oh, senility, I guess. It's a bad habit of mine, and I couldn't control it even if I tried. I'm always asking things that are none of my business. Harold Miller. I know now that it was an idiotic error to say all the things that I said to him. But I couldn't let on that you and I have talked to a vampire. That would have brought about panic and general chaos.
Just the same, I'm afraid that someone is bound to find out about it, Professor.
That's just what I must try to avoid. As soon as the others know about it, it will aid the vampire. Well, I'm going down to the paper now. I think it's most important that they suspend their campaign, Tony. Since it started, it only favored the plans of Nostradamus.
Yes, you're right, Professor. And meanwhile, I think I'll go down to the police station. It might turn out that another crime has been committed, the kind that could be linked to Nostradamus.
I'd hate to think so, but anyway, it's not a bad idea, Tony.
And another thing, Professor. I think I'll go to Henry Lawson's house. He might have interesting news about Melliher.
I'll wait for you at the house.
Right, Professor. May I see you a moment, sir?
Certainly.
I'm not wasting your time, am I?
No, and I wanted to talk to you about something.
What is it, another crime?
No, it's not a crime. I remembered that the other day the professor was asking for someone. I think his name was, Melliher. Harold Melliher. Wasn't that his name?
That's right.
Why? It's a coincidence. Just an hour or two ago, I accepted a new member named Melliher. There's a scarcity of men nowadays. And then I recalled that you wanted to talk to him.
Yes, and it's very urgent. Can't you bring him here to headquarters right now?
Not until tomorrow, I fear. Until he reports in. He's out helping my men in a case. And I think he'll be on guard all night unless there's some change.
Now listen, Inspector. That boy's in great danger. I hadn't mentioned this earlier, but unless I can talk to him right away, I can't take the blame for anything that could happen later on.
We've been given is risky.
It doesn't scare me, though.
That's fine. They don't know your face, so it's less dangerous for you.
You know what the orders are?
Try to find out who's giving the commands. Although we suspect someone, we haven't any proof as yet. Get to know the others and gain their confidence. That saloon is where they usually get together. I'll be waiting for you right here at 4. Well, I wish you luck.
Good evening, Professor.
Did you find out anything, Anthony?
It wasn't much, Professor. And I'm sorry to say that the facts are disagreeable. I spoke to the inspector, and he said that Harold Melliher started today. He's working as a secret agent for the police.
A secret agent?
Yes, Professor. And this afternoon, Harold was placed on duty to help round up some criminals described as dangerous. I understand he's not working alone, but as of this moment, no one's reported into headquarters, and he can't be located. And it has me confused. How was Nostradamus able to find out that the man intended to work as a police agent?
This proves that the power that the creature possesses has no limit, Tony.
And are you sure that the boss wants to see me in a little while?
That's what I said, isn't it? I know where he's hiding, and I'm willing to take you there. Only it's understood that you're not to ask me any questions. Follow me.
Yes, and we don't even have a small clue to go on. Nothing to help us so that we could locate Miller.
Try to calm down, Anthony. My agents are working on it now.
Sir, Lieutenant Raymond wants to speak to you.
Tell us, did you find Miller?
You can speak frankly in front of the Professor Raymond. The situation is extremely important.
I understand his job is very dangerous, sir.
Where is he? Tell us where. It's essential that we get in touch with him right away.
I told him to meet me back there at 4 in the morning, at the place we had agreed on earlier.
Right now it's 12 o'clock, so you have time, Professor. And Anna most likely is worried.
Yes, you're right, Tony. I'm going to ask you to wait for us so that we can go along with you.
Don't worry about it, Professor. Raymond is to wait here until you two return.
Excuse me, please.
Goodbye for now.
Wait for me a moment in the study. I'd better go and let Anna know that I'm back.
All right, Professor.
Anna, dear. Anna! I've been calling on her. She doesn't answer. Try to force the door, Tony.
Anna! Anna, can you hear me? She's nowhere in sight, Professor.
He's the one who did this.
But, Professor, let's do something, and quickly. Anna's in terrible danger.
Yes, I know. But let's not act without thinking first. Anthony, there's no doubt about it. That monster intends to harm my daughter. That'll cost him dearly.
But, Professor...
What's the matter, Professor?
Can't you see? My daughter's not here.
Now, you listen, Fred. Did someone come into the house a little while ago?
No, sir. No one.
She only told me to lock all the windows and doors. And after that, I went to bed.
Wait a second, Tony. Miller can show us where she is. Things are getting much clearer.
That's right, Professor.
I can't bear to go on waiting anymore.
Now, look, try not to be worried about her. He'll be back. He's a smart young man, and I think he's able to handle things alone.
Yes, but don't you think this job is very dangerous for a beginner, Raymond?
Only a beginner is very practical in this case. You see, all those hardened criminals there know the police detectives better than anyone in the department. For a new man like Miller, it's going to be much simpler to join their gang without causing suspicion.
So now you're waiting to find out if he could do it, right?
But I'm sure he could. I was watching when he and another individual left. The man looked suspicious, too. When I trailed them, they went into an old abandoned house that was right nearby. We call it the Castle of the Marquis.
The Castle of the Marquis?
Yes. They most probably decided to use it as a place to meet and wait for their chief. I decided not to wait around and be found at the place. I didn't want to ruin the whole plan.
And why didn't you tell us all this at the beginning? About the other man that looked suspicious to you.
Very strange face. Very tall and elegant. He was dressed in a dark suit with a cape on his shoulders.
That's the one, Professor. We better hurry.
You stay here and await Mellahurst's return.
Have you got a plan?
There's no time to make explanations. The only thing we can tell you is that the man has nothing to do with the criminal gang you're following.
Take us to the Castle of the Marquis. And hurry, man.
Get in, sir.
There's something you need.
What's that, Professor?
Your bullets. I don't need platinum bullets. Platinum bullets? Load your pistol and get ready. In my research, one book says that these platinum bullets work wonders in the destruction of vampires.
What do you use, Professor?
I'll be using my cross.
I'm almost sure I heard a sound down there. Let's go carefully now. And hope that Raymond wasn't mistaken.
No, I don't think so. This place is just ideal for hiding the tomb that monster uses.
Got a plan, Professor. Right here. I'm sure that both corridors will lead us directly to the hiding place of Nostradamus.
There's no time to plan a strategy, Tony. The lives of my daughter and Mellahur depend on us alone. I'll follow that passageway. And you inspect this one.
And now we'll find out if these platinum bullets are really effective. Good luck, Professor.
He's following you, Master. You stupid idiot, you murdered him. No, he's alive and breathing. It's the other one, his secretary. He brought a pistol, and it's loaded with platinum bullets. Platinum bullets? Yeah.
Professor! Professor, what happened? Are you all right? My daughter, Anthony. My daughter! Anna! Anna, answer me. Can you hear? Is she alive, my boy? Yes, Professor. Thank God for that. But poor Miller. And the vampire? Why, he escaped down there. And the hunchback, too. But please hurry. We must get her out of here right now and to a doctor.
No, don't worry about it, Professor. I think she was terribly frightened, but that's all.
I'm going to finish off that vampire this very moment. Be careful, Anthony. Be careful. Let's see your power to avoid this reprisal, Nostradamus.
For those of our sons and daughters who cannot find understanding in the home, there are 100 evil substitutes abounding everywhere, and oftentimes with disastrous results.